Francis meets King Abdullah II and Queen Rania today. His arrival in Jordan marks the beginning of a historic visit to the Middle East. The Pope will spend time with local people and refugees displaced from Syria and Iraq and celebrate Mass with the crowds waiting to meet him. For Arise News, Vanessa Cunniffe reports.
Preparations for Pope Francis's historic visit to Jordan today are complete. This, the start of a jam-packed visit to the Middle East. Jordan's King Abdullah II and Queen Rania will meet the Pope. He'll celebrate Mass with thousands of Catholics, leading proceedings from the stage at the Amman International Stadium. Jordanians are expected to give a warm welcome. Huge billboards in the capital signal the Pope's arrival. Images capture King Abdullah's visits to the Vatican. Churches at a baptism site form a dramatic backdrop. This is where the Pope will meet refugees and disabled people. The branch of thorns in the foreground, a reminder that tradition states Jesus Christ was baptized by John the Baptist. As Syrian and Iraqi refugees attend prayer at the Lady of Peace Church, their expectation of the Pope's visit is simple.
I'm very happy to see the Pope here. We are very happy because he will see Christians in the Arab world, to see us and to see our suffering. We wish that peace will be restored in the whole world and in Syria.
Officials hope the visit, organised by the Royal Court, will boost the country's tourism industry.
We think this visit highlights several dimensions. The first one is the tourism side of the visit. There are many rich sites, religious sites, that we think the world should know about, and more tourism should come and see and visit. There's also a value dimension. We believe that there's a humanitarian message indicated with the Pope visit. This is a country that always advocated a message of humanity, coexistence, dialogue between religions.
As Jordan's Prime Minister Abdullah Ensor tours a press centre, he shares his expectations.
The
world will see the Kingdom of Jordan as an oasis of peace in the middle of many wars and bloodshed, and in the middle of oppression and occupation. And His Holiness the Pope will see the ovation, love and respect from the Jordanian people. We respect the Pope, we love the Pope, because he is a symbol of peace in this world.
From the holy water at the bank of River Jordan, to a Russian church at a baptism site, to refugees and residents, Jordan, its places and people are ready and waiting for the fourth visit by the head of the Catholic Church in half a century. Vanessa Cunniffe, Arise News.
Well, joining me now is Laura Cunniffe from the Catholic Voice, an organisation set up to defend the Catholic Church and the media. Laura, thank you very much for coming in today. His first visit to the Middle East as pontiff, will he have to tread carefully, do you think?
I think it's always tricky ground, but it's definitely a really, really exciting visit for Christians and other faiths in the area.
What are the stumbling blocks, do you think, between the Vatican and Israel?
Well, the Vatican obviously has called for peace in this area a number of times in the past. But, you know, this is a really, really exciting visit, and the Pope is definitely a symbol of unity for this area.
Well, people are saying he's a symbol of unity and a symbol of peace, and yet some of the newspapers today are saying that it's a very political trip. What would you say to that?
Well, the Pope himself has said this is a religious trip, not a political trip. And the focus of the trip is definitely unity between different Christian fractions. This weekend is the anniversary, the 50th anniversary of the historic meeting between the two faiths, and we've definitely come a long way since then in Christian unity. So that'll be the focus of his trip. And there's also a strong interfaith message coming from Francis. He's brought along a prominent imam and a prominent rabbi from Argentina.
And what's the significance of that, do you think?
I think it's really significant that he's brought them from his home of Argentina, where he fostered a culture of encounter there, and he said himself, you know, we shouldn't just be living alongside people, we should be fostering friendship. And he showed, you know, they are his friends that he's brought along, so it shows a real strong message that we can not only just coexist, but we can show friendship and maintain our identity at the same time.
Do you know what's planned for the tour? I understand that he will be going to the Senegal, which is quite a significant part of the tour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really packed three-day tour. So he's arriving in Jordan today. He'll be visiting the bank of the River Jordan, where Jesus was baptised, celebrating several masses. He'll then be travelling to Palestine as well, to Bethlehem. I think that says a lot as well about the trip, that he's starting on the peripheries with those people that Pope Francis has traditionally reached out to most, the poor, the refugees, and bring hope to those people.
And they'll clearly receive him probably quite well, but there has been some unrest before this. I believe some posters were put up and 2 people were jailed, so I would just wonder how he is going to be received by everybody.
Yeah, I think it's a really exciting trip, and lots of people are really excited that it might raise tourism in the area as well, and it certainly hasn't put Francis off, as he's not...
And yet some people are saying that, yes, to attract tourists, but is this turning into a bit of a holy Disneyland?
I don't think so. Tourism's really dipped, especially in Bethlehem. And I think, they really need hope at this time. It used to be a largely Christian area, and now there aren't many Christians in that area at all. So I think his visit will be one of hope for those people.
In a meeting with the Pope last year, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu described the Pope as a great shepherd of our common heritage. How far do you think he can go to try to shame both sides back into peace talks which broke down?
I'm under no illusion that he's going to kind of solve everything overnight, but it's a really exciting opportunity to show how these sides can work together. And as you said, he's visiting the Dome of the Rock, he's visiting the Western Wall, and and bringing these great Abrahamic religions together. We share so much heritage, so maybe will have a great effect.
Laura, we'll watch and wait, and we'll be covering it here on Arise News over the next few days. But thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.